Okay, hey guys, Adam Savage in my cave in a new part of the, not a new part, you just don't usually see me filming here, but I am because I've got some stuff to reveal. Yes, you saw the link, you clicked on it, you know that this is about estate sale finds. And this is like a common question for young makers is, how do I gather tools and materials for my shop? As far as tools go, your basic complement of really mission critical vital tools are things like hammers, crescent wrenches, socket sets, pliers, needle nose pliers, box cutters, etc. And the very cheapest way to pick up those kind of things is at an antiques mall. I cannot recommend that avenue enough. People aren't collecting that stuff. It's usually going for a few bucks. It's a very inexpensive way to go. Garage sales are a close second. Garage sales are very hit and miss because you can run into some people who are like, oh, that drill. And it's like an ancient drill. It's like a Craftsman from the 70s that no one has looked at in 30 years. And they're like, I want $100 for that. Like insanity prices. And I haven't done I used to garage sale really vigorously. And San Francisco was for a long time like one of the great garage sale cities in the country. Just terrific. There's always a bunch to go to. And there are. I mean, Craigslist garage sales is a great resource. It's just in the toolage, you tend to run into prices that are often kind of like a little unrealistic. But my friend Kevin Kelly of Recommendo and the proto-techno-utopian, Protopian, texted me the other day and he was like, dude, there's a garage sale in the Mission, the outer Mission that you've got to go check out. And so I went and checked it out. And reader, it was pretty spectacular. And I wanted to show you the spoils and talk about acquiring stuff. So first spoil that I picked up was a lovely little pry bar and drift pin. This is a very useful, having multiple options for prying things and moving them and convincing them to move in small but precise ways is, you cannot have too many things like this. I'm going to use this once in the next 5 years. I'm sure of that. Once in the next 5 years, but the one time I need it, I'll be really happy it exists. I also picked up this super, super old, standard sheet gauge template. So you put a piece of material into one of these slits and you figure out exactly what its decimal equivalent is, which is awesome. Actually, yeah, this is metric of all things, and it gives an imperial decimal on the backside. I just bought this because I think it's beautiful, and I have a whole place for templates in one of my drawers, like templates, you know what I mean? This kind of measuring thing. 4 different leather makers slot cutter hole punches, and like, this is a great score. There was a bin and there was 4 of these in it. Oh, look at that. That's great. Plus they're like old metal, well used. Man, I just want an eBay for tools that are more than 40 years old because the steel in these things is really nice. This is a C.S. Osborne and Co. Yeah, these are terrific. I'm very happy with these. Spreader. This is a Craftsman spreader. Ooh. It's probably a car part. The guy was a car guy. Look, we all have a pathology for collecting. This guy's was powerful. He had sanding discs and grinding discs for days. One of the fun parts about being me now is, you know, I made Mythbusters for 13 years. We've been off the air for seven and a half. And now when I move around San Francisco and I go to a garage sale where everyone's there to look at the tools, everyone's just like, oh, hey, Adam, what do you think of this thing? And it's just like I have a wider group of friends in San Francisco. Everyone was super chill. Several people recognized me. And it was just like I was just another tool guy. Dreamy. So lovely. There were several of these. old oxyacetylene sparkers with you can swap out one of 3 flints here and just keep spinning this little thing. I just love old shit. So I grabbed that. Bag full of knobs for the ends of things. Again, these are hard to get today, and they can be expensive. You want to go buy these at Master Car, you're going to pay a few bucks for them. So I bought a whole bag of them. I also got this giant felt wheel, which feels important. Like, I think I'll use that. I'm not sure what for, but like, I've just seen. So all of that was like 30 bucks, which is a fine price. But the score was this. Ooh, no. Nice. And quattro. Excellent. Yep. I was able to purchase these 4 bins for a very reasonable price. And acquiring stuff through garage sales and estate sales is a funny game, right? Because they're looking to clear it off their books. You're looking for value. But I just really want to say at the beginning here, lest you think that the people who sold this to me were like idiots for selling something this valuable for the price I paid, which is very reasonable. It doesn't matter what it is, but it was very reasonable. A fraction of what this would cost if you wanted to set this up. This is literally like a lifetime supply of stainless hardware. And I've even got, one of the nuts that last week someone mentioned I did not mention, which is the acorn nut. The acorn nut. Yeah, I was covering T-nuts and regular nuts and nylock nuts and wing nuts. And someone was like, what about the acorn nut? And you know, the thing I realized about the acorn nut is that the acorn nut is for people who plan ahead. That's what the acorn, I think there should be a shirt that says acorn nuts are for those who plan ahead. That's not me. I never, you know, the acorn nut requires you to get a screw thread proud of some surface, and then you pop that down on it, but it's got to be within the range, right? Because you don't want it to bottom out, then you're not actually holding it together. Yeah, acorn nuts are for those who plan ahead. This is an incredible collection of stainless hardware. Oh my God, I've even got, these are really quite hard to find. The oval head countersunk, like I've had to go looking for those over the years. I am going to go through all this and figure out how it sorts into my collection, or if it will. I think that it's all imperial, but some of it might be metric. And frankly, if it is metric, I kind of hope that some of these things are metric. If they are metric, then I may make this, because there's a holder at the same estate sale. They're pulling it out of the wall for me. And these things will live in that holder and you pull them out. This is a great system. Now I already have the Sortimo system and, you know, it works great for me. But I managed just to pick this up for a pretty good price. So if I could turn this into all of my metric hardware, and obviously it would mean that I'd be building up my stock of metric hardware because it's time, you know, I need more than just one Sortimo bin full of some sort of random metric hardware. That could be neat. I could be talking out of my ass because this could all be imperial. I haven't really grokked it. Oh, there's sheet metal. There's fender washers galore. This is a great score. This is a truly great score. And the thing I want to tell you from someone who has been purchasing tools and playing with stuff now for 40 years, these scores, they don't come across very often. I just saw these bins. I saw the price and I was like, I'll take that. Damn. It's, oh man. Yeah, definitely a car guy because we got lots of these kind of things. The little threads for putting panels onto stuff, holding the interior fascia of your car doors together. So I just thought you guys should see this. I thought you would appreciate it. And thanks to Kevin Kelly Again, if you haven't gotten Kevin Kelly's recommendo or heard his podcast or gone to his blog, and like, Kevin is here to give us all tools for living long, happy lives. He is the protopic optimist. He's one of the happiest people I've ever met. And he's a good friend. It's a good friend that calls you up and says, get in your car and head to this garage sale right now, mofo, because this it's off the hook. Thank you. Now, yeah, it's time to figure out how this integrates back into my cave. Thank you guys for joining me for this quick show and tell. I will see you next time. See you at the next garage sale. I have 96 bins here. This is Star Washers. Wow. I got to make new categories for some things to fit in here. This is amazing. This is a crazy great score. There's 200 or 300, if not in some cases, thousands of things here. Where did he collect all this? That has a home. The panheads have a home. The countersink Phillips have a home. Those are countersink Phillips. But these almond tops, I can never remember what you call these. The not flat top countersunk. Thank you for telling me in the comments. By the way, thank you for recommending sidewalk bolts. I didn't know that had a name or that was what that thing was called. Yeah, I learned that from the comments on my channel. What could be better than that? It is all stainless. All of it stainless. Damn. 316 stainless to be exact. Well, at least these washers are.